Hello, this is part 2 of my Etsy junk journals that I'm putting up for sale on Sunday, November the 25th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have to flip pretty fast because my camera only records for 20 minutes, so it seems like I'm doing 2 journals for 20 minutes and I have 8 journals that I need to show. So this is my coffee themed journal, and it has a tie. The ties are attached to the journal, and if you can see, it has vintage sheets. This is vintage sheets, and right here I took one of the cut out the coffee and made like a little cushiony, cute little 3-dimensional coffee cup. It is a, let's see, manila envelope, fabric covered. It measures about 5 inches by 9. I don't have the pages, the amount of pages, but it will be on my Etsy shop. So, and this is the inside. It's a nice big pocket in here. And like I said, this is the vintage sheet material. Love it. And scrapbook paper. My tabs are made from the same vintage sheet material. And let's see. I have some magazine from Artful Blogging in here. I have some brown craft paper, drawing paper. I have coffee dyed paper, some line paper, scrapped together several pieces of scrapbooking paper, vintage ledger paper, drawing paper, coffee dyed. Got a tuck spot here, drawing paper, coffee dyed, magazine paper, and this is a journaling spot here. Little tuck spot made out of craft paper, magazine paper, scrapbooking, drawing paper, vintage music sheet. This is the middle of the first signature. All the traveler's notebooks have 2 signatures. More vintage music paper, scrapbooking paper. This is a side pocket, very large side pocket. Drawing paper, magazine paper, flip out, coffee dyed paper. Drawing paper, craft paper, coffee dyed. Some more coffee dyed. Drawing paper, craft brown paper, scrapbooking paper. And this is the start of the second signature. Has a little word card on it, French for more. Whoops, there you go. Craft paper, scrapbook paper, some drawing paper, some line paper, another image from Artful Blogging, coffee dyed paper, music paper, ledger, vintage ledger paper, tuck spot here, pocket here, whoops, right here, more drawing paper, a coffee dyed doily, scrapbooking paper, lined paper, coffee dyed. I really like the way this came out. It's cool. Scrapbooking. I'm really into browns for some reason. All the journals, well, I have 3 here that are brown. I love brown. Little journaling card, coffee dyed paper, drawing paper, scrap paper, coffee dyed doily. Another pocket vintage ledger paper, vintage music paper, coffee dye, scrapbook, line paper, drawing paper, another large pocket. Put a lot in here. Tags are made out of burlap and vintage sheet. Brown paper, little journaling spot, and this is the back, which has a gigantic pocket. I think I said here too. Front and back, large pocket. And this is the back. This is the FluffyTN. Here's another one. It's manila envelope, fabric covered. I have vintage velvet ribbon and a vintage buckle. It's not attached. It's separate. And I have lace trim here. Some Daphne Diary magazine pages are in here. I have a fabric pocket here. I have a little chair, and inside has my little secret under the pillow, little secret place where you can do some journaling. Craft paper, ledger paper, scrapbooking paper, lined paper, more scrapbooking paper. I have tracing paper, scrapbooking, 2 tags are in here. This tag is actually from a lunch bag that I had, and I backed it with some paper, and it has a fabric tab with a little pom-pom ball on it. And this is just a little journaling card. Let's see if I can get this open. And I just backed it with some craft paper. And this is a little tip in or flip up. I don't know. I'm not sure what you call it. It's tracing paper. Most of my tags are paper. This is some wrapping paper, wood grain wrapping paper, ledger paper, some Daphne Diary magazine. This book has some coffee in it, but it's mostly decor. Yeah, it's a decor themed traveler's notebook. Have another tuck spot with a paperback paint chip. Ooh, couldn't think of what it was. Okay, craft paper. I have some cardstock. Here's another little brown envelope. It has 2 journaling cards in there. It's kind of cool. Some scrapbook paper, line paper, Daphne's Diary, some wrapping paper, another paint chip card, and let's see. And this is a belly band with a bingo card, and it has some fabric sewn on the side. Scrapbooking paper, line paper, more scrapbooking, ledger paper, craft brown paper, Daphne's Diary. These are paint chips and felt design and some scrapbooking paper. This right here I love. This is actually a paint card, and I just made a tuck spot here out of a paint chip, and this is part of the let's see. This is part of the, like when you buy the paint, well, you get the paint chips from Lowe's or Home Depot. And this is a bag that I backed with some scrapbooking paper and put a fabric tag on, so you can journal on it. Let's see. Let me get that there. I have vellum or acetate. This is acetate. And it's architectural design on it. You have sofa, you have a sewing machine, lamps, cuckoo clock, Victrola, all different kind of architectural design on here. some line paper, paint chip, journaling card, Daphne's diary. This right here is just some yarn and string that I sewn on the scrapbooking paper with a little rhinestone. This right here has a little owl and it has a little tassel hanging. That's really cute. Butterfly paper off of Pinterest. Craft paper, tracing paper. Just a little notepad right here. This is a paint chip card. Just a little tablet here with a few pieces of paper on it. Gift wrapping paper, middle of the second signature. A little journaling tablet here. One more over here. Has several pieces of paper that you can journal on. Line paper. This is cardstock with Daphne's diary on the other side. Another little journaling spot I made on top of the scrapbooking paper. Tracing paper, craft paper, butterfly paper. Oh, on this craft it has a felt feather. Scrapbooking paper, some drawing paper, scrapbooking paper, line paper, Daphne's diary, and you have craft paper. This has a tag in here. It's craft paper that I've sewn on, and on this side I put a little strip of, sewn on a little strip of fabric. It's stamped and has a pom-pom ball, and on the opposite side it's just backed with drawing paper. I left all my strings on my journals. I leave the strings hanging, and if you don't like that, then you can just trim them, but I like leaving the strings on there. And this is my third journal. This is a chocolate journal, and it has, see if you could see it. Let's see. It has a little metal, I think they're Tim Holtz, a spoon, and I painted the spoon with acrylic paint to make it look like, you know, you had dipped your spoon in chocolate. It has a hitch post fastener and a hair tie closure. All my TNs there, they are sewn in. All of them are sewn in. I didn't do the true traveler's notebooks that have the grommets and the rubber bands where you can put the booklets in and take them out. I really don't know how to do that yet, so once I learn how to work the grommets, then I'll start making those. Let's see, you got a large pocket in the front, very deep, that you can put a lot in there. There's a little library card, and it just has a little, all different kind of like paper, my leftover cut-offs that I hate to waste them. You have some, actually from a chocolate cookbook, I took some of the pages out. This is coffee dyed. I have lined paper. This is a little tuck spot with just a little journaling card in there. Little scrapbooking paper, coffee dyed paper, craft paper. Another pocket here, doily, scrapbooking paper, book paper from a cookbook, coffee dyed paper, craft paper, another pocket, drawing paper, vintage ledger paper, scrapbooking paper, drawing paper, more scrapbooking paper. That's the middle of the first signature. And scrapbooking page, and I actually glued on the little kisses strip from Chocolate Kisses. Ledger paper, here's a little tuck spot. It has a little recipe on the back. I thought that was cool. Let's see. And we've got drawing paper, another pocket, some rhinestones, coffee dye paper, craft paper, scrapbooking paper, more scrapbooking, coffee dyed doily, another pocket, craft paper, drawing paper, scrapbooking paper. This is a flip out for extra journaling. Coffee dyed recipe book page. And back here is, this is the second signature, and it's a pocket. It's a library card, and I decorated that. Here's a little tuck spot, a little bowl of chocolate. Here's a journaling card, and some vintage music paper, line paper, coffee dye craft paper, scrapbooking paper, drawing paper, scrapbooking, ledger paper, so many different kinds. I love the way this came out. This is coffee dyed paper. And this is a little envelope I made where you unwrap it like this. And it is something in here. Let's see if I can get it out. And this is a little tiny just a little notebook I made out of scrap paper. See my time, I got 2 minutes. My time is almost running out. Scrapbooking paper, drawing paper, craft paper. I have 2 pockets here. This is the middle of the second signature. We've got drawing paper, craft paper, a little envelope I made that's clipped on, scrapbooking paper. Let's see, ledger paper, coffee dyed, drawing paper. This is a flip out for extra journaling. Here's a little tuck spot with 2 little journaling cards in there. Vintage music sheet, drawing paper, another pocket, drawing paper, and scrapbooking paper. And you have another very large pocket. And this is the back of the journal. And this is my FluffyTN. Thanks a lot. I'm going to do part 3. I have several more journals to show you. So, I'll see you soon. Bye.